in on you in the form of your boss secretary. Moments later, in front of the boss office. Unsure of what else to do, you look for a distraction. And you're quick to find one, sitting outside the boss office. It's the company's top estate agent, sharpening her knife. Naomi. The boss is lounging in his leather throne as you stand before him. Even above his eye level, you feel smaller, like a bad student at the dean's office. The boss looks at you for a moment, unimpressed. The boss keeps laughing at his own joke and, unlike Naomi, you must follow protocol. Your fake laugh is so pathetic, it manages to get a smile out of Naomi. Last second, you manage to stop the words fucked and your daughter from flying out of your mouth. Only word you have left is Free Island leaves his mouth, his eyes lock on you. Saying this, he throws you a white envelope. You've heard your colleagues use the phrase F-ed. It meant something even worse than fucked. It meant fired. With your assignment clear, the two of you are sent out. As you watch Naomi leave, something stirs in you. The assignment is almost too good to be true. But this fills you with unease. For the first time in 10 years, you miss home. You miss the sand beneath your feet. Crickets chirping into the night. Little Julie, laughing at your dumb jokes. Julie. That reminds you of another thing. You left your real... It will be a sort of love letter to your home, if you manage to get all the signatures. Despite doubt, fear and sentimentality, you get back on your feet. After some time, you finally go to bed. And, even though Amber's smell still lingered on the sheets, it remained the best place to pass out on. You watch the room sway as if on a boat, drifting off into a dreamless sleep. Next day, you're on a boat, heading home. You've done it. Somewhere on the mainland, a bomb called "This Time You'll Be Spared." The wind blows and the sea whispers. A sudden scream startles you. Pausing you after catching both your phone and your breath. You quickly, only to find Naomi about to throw a man off board. The man hangs dangerously off the boat now. Gently, you try separating Naomi. Suddenly, a large wave hits the boat, causing you to lose balance. Quickly regaining your footing, you soften Naomi's fall. Quickly composing herself, she gets up. The only thing you see left of the guy is his fingers holding on for dear life. Right as the man slips, you manage to grab him. Despite the man's weight almost tearing muscles from your arm, you turn. The man weighs heavy on both you and your conscience. Real is all your life, your best friend from childhood. Suddenly, the look of terror on the man's face turns into a wide smile. In an attempt to high-five you, Jake swings hard and pulls you overboard. Resurfacing, drifting away. To your right, you see Jake splashing, struggling to stay above the surface. stroking against you grab him, just in time to save his ass from drowning. Eventually, the boat comes back and you're both safely brought on board. No matter how many years have passed, reuniting with old friends always reverts you back to who you were when you were last together. Forgetting the near-death situation you just went through, you laugh like dorks in high school. Meanwhile, Naomi glares at you. With a scoff, she closes her laptop and walks herself to the other side of the deck. Finally, panicked. It's there. Sudden out and the island. It makes you feel as though you're going back to the past. A past you now must face, according to your all dry now. You put on clean clothes from your bag and step off the boat. As you make your way down the landing ramp, you look upon the empty town square. Over the years, it seems to have accumulated more rot than people, except for one. And she's just leaving. You look at the town's buildings. At windows from which old maidens, most are now barricaded, empty, abandoned. The sudden sound grabs your attention. Naomi rests down her bag and observes the island with judgment in her eyes. Hearing that, automatically, your body responds with a muscle flex. Following behind like a dog. For a moment, he glances back at you, giving you got this, bro look. Soon after, you're alone on an empty dock, not a single person in sight. Anxiously thinking of what's to come when you finally return home. Turning around in panic, you're met with two identical smirks. Cover your mouth not to get caught licking it, like some animal. You hear an echo of the twins giggling, but are unable. A gust of cold wind nudges you forward. Readying yourself, you look up at the houses on the hill. Somewhere amongst them is your home. Not long after. Arriving at your destination, you find yourself confused. The house that was once your childhood home is now almost unrecognizable to you. Nearing the front door, you can't help taking a look inside first. That's when you see it, an ass that hasn't aged a day since you last saw it, your stare. In a flash, you hide from sight. Nerves start clawing at your insides. Finally, you knock on the door. Opening the door, Evelyn sees you, eyes wide in shock. While you just sheepishly smile. Before you manage to say your name, Evelyn stumbles back, her eyes turning backward. In an instant, she leaps into your arms. Hugging you so hard, you feel your ribcage constricting. Anastasia watches in disbelief, unsure of what to say. As you stand up, Evelyn starts almost devouring you with her eyes. Shy as you are, you don't miss the opportunity to flex some muscles while scratching your neck. There is sadness behind that realization. Ignoring Evelyn's jab, Anastasia gestures you to come over. So you do just that. You watch her redirect wine to her glass with a solemn look, wondering whether you should formally introduce yourself. After all, you were just a baby when she left the island. Then again, she's still your... Great. Let's get on with the story then. You turn around to see Evelyn, barely more clothed than before. Her voice breaks while saying this. Whatever happened between them clearly hurt Evelyn. reaction fills you with joy. You feared the locals would be against it, but her Suddenly, Anna drops her bottle. Luckily, there is little wine left to spill. Mid-sentence. You sense stress and unease behind those words. You give Evelyn a tight hug and feel her relax in your arms. At first, it seems she's disappeared. Until you notice a big part of her, sticking. With that, you leave the house and head back to town.